What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Futchie's Horror Movies and More. And today I had to ask myself, was 2019's trick a trick? Or was it a treat? Well, you're gonna find out. What's up, everybody? Once again, this is Matt. Today I'm going to be doing a review for 2019's Trick, starring Omar Epps and horror veteran Tom Atkins, plus Jamie Kennedy. This was kind of an under-the-radar horror film that came out in 2019. What got me intrigued was actually the cover. I thought the cover was pretty sweet. And then I saw Jamie Kennedy's name up there, Tom Atkins, and I just knew I had to give it a shot. Story originally starts out about a kid named Patrick Weaver, where he gets the nickname Trick. Starts off at a Halloween party. You can definitely get the atmosphere, get the feel for Halloween. Just kids drinking, having a good time. They're playing a spin the knife kind of game. One side says Trick on the blade, and the other side says treat. It was Trick's turn to spin. He spun it, but then he just snapped. And he probably one of the pretty badass scene, actually, where he's just freaking slashing everybody at the party, trying to kill every single person that's there. He did a pretty good damn job of it too, except the one girl stabbed him and thought she killed him. However, he did not die. So they took him to the hospital, and he pulled some Michael Myers shit and killed some more people there, and somehow managed to get shot a bunch of times out of a window. And they go down to check on him, and guess what? He ain't there, just like Michael Myers. It was a pretty intense, badass opening scene, but at the same time, it made him out to be like a ninja. Like, he was so fast that nobody could keep up with anything he was doing. It was ridiculous. And if he's a regular guy, how would he be able to, get shot out a window and then magically be gone? He escaped. And then every year on Halloween, the killings start happening again, and they believe it's this kid, Trick Weaver, and Omar Epps' character, Denver. He is pretty much his whole life basically is just investigating this, trying to find him, so that he'll stop killing every Halloween. Trick pretty much taunts Omar Epps the entire movie as well.
How's he still alive?
He isn't.
Trick comes back every Halloween.
Well, Trick puts himself in these situations where he could be caught, but he knows that he's not going to be caught. Teases him behind fences and stuff, and rubs his knife around bars and stuff to get his attention. And magically, he has magical ninja skills if you watch this movie. And you will see him escape any given situation, for the most part. Kill-wise, honestly, it's just a bunch of stabs and slashes, which was kind of a letdown. One pretty cool kill, however, was a guy that was sitting in the chair with a pumpkin mask over his head. And there was cement blocks that were like falling over, and it was attached to his neck. So when they fell over, his head would get ripped clean off, which they tried to save him, but they ended up falling, and his head got ripped off. That was probably the coolest kill in the whole movie. Very creative, very gory, but other than that, like I said, just a bunch of slashing and dashing. Picks up following, then you follow around the kids that were at the party. Pretty much the main guy is Troy. He took credit for stabbing Trick back in the day, but then later comes out to tell everybody that he didn't do it. He made it up because Denver thought that Trick was going after him, and in fact that was not the case. This movie's pretty much on the go the entire time. There's really no downtime besides a scene or there, here or there. Pretty much just running constantly after Trick, Omar, Epps, and whatnot. Tom Atkins, he's in the movie pretty much, but not. He's in a couple scenes for a couple minutes. He doesn't have a huge part. I think they just wanted to get Tom Atkins' name in there so that people would be like, oh shit, Tom Atkins, we gotta go see this movie, we gotta check it out. But if you're hoping to see him for a majority of the movie, you won't. He's only in it for probably maybe 10 minutes at the max. For me, like I said, I think the movie just jumps around too much. It doesn't follow the character. It follows these characters and bam, jumps over to these ones and bam, jumps over to these ones. It's not like a smooth story for me, personally. When it gets to the end of the movie, it's definitely a twist. The killer that was doing all this ninja shit, he was hopping on top of people, stabbing them in the head, like doing fucking flips and shit. I didn't like that really. I didn't know I was watching like a Jackie Chan movie, so I didn't really think that was necessary. But the guy that was doing all that, everybody thought that was Trick, but it wasn't, because the twist is that Trick is not a person. Trick is a group. It's like a cult, and the reason they kill people is just because they can. They don't really have a motive as to why they're doing it. They like to spread fear every Halloween, and they don't need a reason to do it. They just do it. So I mean that aspect's kind of creepy, and definitely it was unexpected, because I really thought the killer the whole time was going to be Trick, and it turns out to be multiple killers throughout. Trick, however, did manage to live, but he wasn't any of them ones doing those ninja flips throughout the movie. He was actually in a wheelchair working in the hospital. That they discover, actually, because he shows them the chest and he shows the hole where he got stabbed. And the main girl catches on, and she figures it out, and she takes him out. That's whatever. Before she took him out, he explains about how there was other people, a lot of people doing the killings, and not just him himself. So she takes him out because she knew, and then she finds out who the other Tricks are, and she takes out another one. Happened to be one of the cops, actually. She took him out as well, and then the remaining Tricks that are left are they're looking to grow their, I guess, organization for the next year. And that's whenever you see Jamie Kennedy, who was also not in this movie very much. He was a doctor at the hospital. He actually joins, or he always was a part of the Trick group, but now he's going to start doing the killing in the Trick group, because they show him walking out with a pumpkin mask on. And then says, let's get busy, and they get ready for next year, and then that's the end of the movie. While the other two characters, the female cop and then the female lead, they get ready to try to stop the other Tricks for next year, and then that's pretty much it. Really, it was okay. The plot was kind of jumping all over the place. The killer's masks were pretty sweet when he had the actual mask on, but the rest of the time it was face paint, and it was okay. I didn't like the ninja skills of the killer. It was ridiculous. Fucking hopping on people's heads and shit, and stabbing 90 miles an hour. I didn't like that either. It had a Halloween atmosphere, but it seemed to me like it was kind of forced. It was just a bunch of Halloween props and stuff, and just forced in your face. Tom Atkins, I love Tom Atkins, as always, even if he's only in it in limited capacity. Omar Epps, he did a really good job as well. Everybody else was pretty much eh. So out of 5 stars, honestly, I'd probably give it like a 1.5. So in this case, Trick was actually a trick. It leaded me into buying it based on the cover, and the movie was not very good. But hopefully you like this video. Hopefully you will hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Every time I upload a video, you'll be notified and you'll be able to give it a look. So everybody out there, I gotta say one more thing to you guys. Have a scary day.